The Silent Auditor, starring Ash, and a lot of silence with a twist. Written and directed by Mr. Chips.
Disclaimer: no voices were harmed, strained, or silenced during the making of this story. Any squeaky, off-key, or hilariously terrible impersonations are purely coincidental and entirely intentional.
Ash is a popular YouTuber known for his silent audit videos. With thousands of followers, he's built a reputation as the Silent Auditor. His fans are so used to his silent style that they've started to create their own commentary while watching his videos. One day, Ash decided to surprise his viewers. He was going to speak and actually use his voice for the first time. He hit the record button, and as his lips started to move, he realized something was terribly wrong. No sound came out. His eyes widened in panic, and he tried again. Still nothing. Ash tried everything, clearing his throat, sipping water, and even checking his microphone. But it wasn't a technical issue. His voice was simply gone. The silent YouTuber, known for never talking, was now unable to talk even when he wanted to. After several minutes of desperate lip-syncing, Ash finally gave up and resorted to his usual silent style. He typed out a message on the screen. "Well, I guess this is why I stick to silence." His viewers went wild with laughter. They couldn't decide what was funnier, the fact that Ash tried to talk or the fact that, for once, he actually couldn't. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. From that day forward, fans began referring to him as the unintentionally silent YouTuber, and the legend of the day Ash tried to talk, but couldn't, became a favorite story among his followers. Days turned into weeks, and despite consulting doctors and trying various remedies, his voice never returned. It was as though the universe had decided that Ash, the silent YouTuber, would stay that way forever. His attempt to speak had been his last chance to do so. Years passed since Ash, the silent YouTuber, had lost his voice in that strange and fateful moment. His silence had become his trademark, and though he'd come to accept it, deep down, he missed the ability to speak. Then one day, while setting up to record a new video, something strange happened. As he was humming a tune in his head, a soft sound escaped his lips. Startled, Ash froze. He cleared his throat and tried to speak.
"Hello,"
he said cautiously, but the voice that came out wasn't his deep, calm tone. Instead, it was a high-pitched, almost squeaky voice like that of a little girl. Ash blinked in disbelief and tried again.
"What the?"
The voice was unmistakably that of a young child, and it was coming out of his mouth. Panic and hilarity battled for control in his mind. He tried speaking in different tones, but no matter what he said, he sounded like a tiny girl.
"What is wrong with my voice? Why do I sound like a little wimpy girl?"
Ash didn't know what to do. His long-lost voice had returned, but it wasn't his own. After a moment of shock, he decided to roll with it. He hit record and began his audit session and started narrating, but in his new, unexpected voice.
"And here, guys, is the Birmingham police station."
The video went viral within hours. His fans were in stitches, leaving comments like, "Ash finally speaks, and it's the cutest voice ever." And "I never expected the silent legend to sound like a little girl." The contrast between his intense audits and the childlike voice made the video an instant hit. Ash kept using his new voice, incorporating it into his videos in creative ways, from voice-over skits to hilarious commentary. His audience loved it, and Ash, ever the entertainer, embraced the weirdness. It wasn't the voice he'd expected, but Ash had learned long ago that sometimes the unexpected could turn out to be better than anything he could have planned. And so, the once silent YouTuber found a new way to communicate with his audience, this time, in the most surprising voice imaginable.
If you ever lose me as a friend, it doesn't mean you can count me as an enemy. Remember, I'm bigger than that. I still want to see you eat, just not at my table.